Hello, everybody. It's time for our weekly nugget. I'm really excited about this one. It comes from the book of Acts, chapter 13. And I'm starting with verse 5. Acts, chapter 13, starting with verse 5. Let me set the scene for you. Peter has been captured by the religious leaders of the day and put in prison by King Herod. Now, Herod has already killed James, the brother of John, and he scheduled Peter to be executed in the morning. And this is for those of us who worry has created insomnia for. Take a look. Verse 5 says, "So Peter was kept in prison, but the church was earnestly praying to God for him. The night before Herod was to bring him to trial, Peter was sleeping between two soldiers bound with two chains, and sentries stood guard at the entrance." Now, I need you to be scratching your head on that one like I am. You think you got issues. What may keep you up at night is whether you're sick or you're well. What may keep you up at night is being able to deal or help your family members that you can't get to because we live in Texas and don't nobody want people from Texas coming to their state. What may be keeping you up at night is how the finances will flow when they've come to a stop. But for a quick minute, let's do a comparison with my issues and Peter's. With my chains and Peter's. Peter is not only going on trial in a corrupt judicial system that has it in mind already to put him to death. Nobody's giving Peter an attorney. He knows what's going to happen. They've already done away with one of his closest friends, and now he's next. Furthermore, he's chained to circumstance. On one side, he's chained to one soldier, and on another side, he's chained to another soldier. Plus, there are two soldiers standing guard outside. If there's any reason to not get a good night's sleep, I think Peter has it. But the Bible says Peter went to sleep. How do you sleep in the midst of a difficult situation? How does Peter sleep the night before the trial of his life? See, now, Peter has always had a love affair with sleep. If you remember, back in the Gospels, when it was Jesus on trial, you guessed it, Peter was asleep. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Peter was asleep. But it's different to be sleeping when Jesus is on trial and be sleeping before your trial. That's a different kind of sleep altogether. How do you get peace in the midst of that kind of situation? My brothers and sisters, you can find the answer to that sleep problem in Psalms 127, verse 2. Listen to what God said. "It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep." Simple. How do I sleep when there are so many things that I cannot control? I put my trust in God. See, it's one thing to say that I am in his hand. In our culture, that sounds trite. But the realities are, if I am in his hand, I must govern myself as though what's out of my hand is not out of his. And whatever it is he allows to happen with me, even if it's not what I prayed for, if I've placed my life in his hand, when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, being in your hand has taught me to say, it is well with my soul. How do you sleep chained between the circumstances of your life? Put your hope in God. How do you sleep when you're in a prison of circumstance? Put your trust in God. Come to grips with whatever it is he allows. He will ultimately weave it for your good. My friend, do you trust him? For he's trustworthy. This week, chew on this. That's all the time that we have for now. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, keep yourself in his hands and lean completely on him. God bless you. Till next time.